Welcome back, traders, to another trade of the day here at TraderTV.Live. Today, we go back to the well with one of my favorite names, and yes, it is PLTR, otherwise known as Palantir. We're going to go back here and trade this name today. It was a little bit wishy-washy in the open. We weren't sure of what the market was going to do. I brought up the NASDAQ right here just to show you what happened off the open. We did have a nice little move downside here once the market opened up, then a battle back, reaching all-time highs again on NASDAQ, and now we're coming back down. The reason why we talk about that is because Palantir does tend to follow the NASDAQ 100 much more than the ES. So I sort of use this as a leading indicator to what we're going to do with Palantir. As you see, market opens up here, big volume, Palantir comes in. We take the initial long off just 26.50. We like the long in front of 50. We play 50s, 25s, and evens all the time. Then market comes down. We get a beautiful bid down here in the 40s. Take it out, scalp it out. Then the market starts to drop, okay? We don't get back long because we don't really break that 50 level. We don't have momentum to tell us that we need to go long. So we wait for the short. Why do we wait for the short again? Let's go back to the NASDAQ. As you see, starting to come in a bit. So we wait for it to come in, then we start to pick our spots. But what spots are those, right? So we look back to yesterday. And this is yesterday's chart. This is a 1 minute chart, or it's a 2 minute chart. You can see here, VWAP yesterday, all day downside, right? Then you had this little breaking spot, tops yesterday. So this is what we're looking for. If you look at the prices of these levels, 26 even, we love that. And then 26.25. We talked about trading the evens, the quarters, the 50s, right? So here we go. Comes back down. We like this support that was built yesterday. So that is the level that we're looking at. We want to take a few shares before that level, just in case we're wrong. It's not always going to come down to that exact price that you're looking for. Take some shares here, then we average in down at 25. Always part of the plan, and we had lower bids in here, 26.10, 26.11, whatever it was, 26 and change downside. We never got there. Wish we did. Then what happens? This is the thing. You don't have to keep on averaging in. If I'm noticing the NASDAQ keeps on falling, then we can get out of this trade. But we don't have to worry because it does turn itself around. When it turns itself around, you have to get a little aggressive because as you see, even though we're turning around, NASDAQ's still very, very choppy at the bottom. So what we start to do is we get a nice bid down there. Our average price at this point was 26.28. So after both of these averages in, our average price 26.28. Now we start going tick, 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 all the way back to the upside there. And as you can see, as soon as we got near VWAP, that's when we started to get out a more significant part of our trade. Now, it's only like a 10, 15 cent win, okay? But we talked about this on the show. If you have the ability to add liquidity, people on our chat were saying the ARCA exchange, a lot of people at the Gateway, they have opportunities to gain liquidity from them and get paid. That's what we're doing. We're offering all the way up with limit orders, sitting on that offer, letting them take us out all the way back up. And then we marked out our very, very last out there, 26.70. So again, why 26.70? Look at the top range here, 26.70. So as soon as it breaks VWAP, we let it go a little bit. We don't start taking it out every candle. We're basically waiting for the tops. We get a nice move, then we get that move. And now look what's happening to the NASDAQ, right? Straight to the downside. Palantir is starting to give back a little bit. So this trade of the day, you know, not a flashy one, but the idea here, almost like a program trading, out at the top of every single one of these candles all the way back up. So Palantir, a nice win today. Relate it with the NASDAQ. If you can find something that's a leading indicator to your chart or your trade, that's what you want to be on all the time. You have to find what's happening. Like I would not be holding long right now in Palantir. Maybe you have a level developing, but I would always wait back to see what we can get even lower. So that's your trade of the day. Put your comments below. I know it looks crazy because we got out a lot, but trust me, that's how many shares you have when you can get out like that. You know, it makes a lot of sense to me. I hope it makes sense to you. Join us every single day at 8:30. We'll go over levels. We'll go over some names. We'll go over some trade ideas. That's TraderTV.Live. You can find us on YouTube.